Hi everybody and welcome back. In today's video we are doing a what did I use, what did I finish in the third quarter. So it's basically empties for the third quarter, and I have a mix of candles, personal stuff, and cleaning supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with the personal stuff. First thing in personal, it was toothpaste, and I buy the Crest Scope, and it's the green one, and this is just what I like. It's not too strong, it's not too, I don't know, not too bland, not too strong kind of thing. And then the other thing that I have used is a hand soap. So this is from Trader Joe's from like 2015 or somewhere like that. It is the lavender and chamomile scent. I used this in the guest bathroom, and it was kind of nice because in the middle of the night when I would go to the bathroom and wash my hands and try to go back into bed, if I have any strong smelling soaps in there, it will keep me up because it's right there. So with this being lavender and chamomile, those two things help people go to sleep. So it was nice. It wasn't overpowering, and I don't even know if they sell this anymore because I live fairly far from any Trader Joe's. So it was a nice soap, and I did finish it. In 2020, when everything started, I went through and decided to collect all of my hand soaps, and I had a lot. I had probably about 10 bottles of hand soaps. Some of those I've been able to combine over time and put them into one bottle because, you know, they were half used or partially used, so I was able to, you know, get them down. And slowly but surely through the past 2 years, I've been using the soaps and trying to go through them before buying any more soaps. So this is just one more bottle that I have gone through, and I'm happy to be able to diminish my back stock, my exorbitant back stock of hand soaps. Okay, let's do a candle, and we'll start off with the non-Bath and Body Works. This one was a very old candle. It's a Febreze candle that is the sage and lemongrass scent. This is a nice smelling candle, however the scent is very strong, and I have very acute smelling now, and before this didn't really bother me, but now when I smell it, it kind of does give me a headache. But I have a huge number of candles, and I don't burn them very often because of my smell. It causes me to have major headaches now, so I don't actually burn candles all that much until I find candles that aren't as powerful. So this was one that was powerful, and I probably will not rebuy it because of my own personal things, but it was a great scent, and it was very old. I'm trying to go through my candles, I really am. And then this one was a Glade candle, and this is even older than the Febreze candle. This one was like the Moonlit Path or something like that. It was two-colored, like a dark blue and then a light blue right up here, but you can tell that I burned this candle without cutting the wick because of the dark rim of soot, and I'm getting soot all over my hand. But this was one that I did actually like because it wasn't the fruity florally scents, which those tend to give me really major headaches, more so than some of the more earthier tones. Okay, now moving on to Bath and Body Works, we're going to start off with the floral scented ones and citrus scented ones. So the first one, and this is one that I do like because it is not too strong, but it is the honeysuckle candle, and there's still some wax in there, but I can't burn the candle anymore. I don't do wax warmers, so no point in keeping the rest of this candle. I know I could, you know, clean out, get rid of and use this glass, but that's more clutter. I'm trying to get rid of clutter. And the second one is this Love and Sunshine, and it was one that was really strong. The throw was quite strong, and I did like it when I first bought the candle, but as the years have gone by, it really caused me a headache. Just kind of smelling it kind of gives me a headache. But it was one that was fill a room with the juiciest fruits, the brightest blooms, and sunny cheerful citrus. So I mean, it was a good candle, but definitely one that I I need a cover up because it does give me a headache. Now moving into more like the fall winter scents, and there's only 2 of these as well. This is one of my favorite as far as the fall winter scents. It is spice, and it is cinnamon, clove, and applewood bark, and this one is by far my favorite, I think, for the winter tones, because I love the cinnamon and the clove scents. And I was burning that yesterday, and I think today I'm doing harvest spice, which is the same thing, clove and cinnamon. So even though it's not fall or winter, though, that just year round makes me feel like I'm at home, is having that cinnamony, clovey scent. And I don't know why, that's what makes me think of home. Not that my mom ever burned any of that or had anything with those scents in the house, but to me it just feels like a home with those kind of scents. Don't ask. So this was just an empty jar from a candle. I don't even know what brand the candle was, but it was just an empty jar that I'm throwing in here. And the last Bath & Body Works candle is a holiday scented one, and it was also a cinnamon and clove with fresh bergamot. Almost the same thing as the spice, however the bergamot kind of makes it a little bit sweeter, and I liked it, but the sweet scents, you know, can sometimes make me sick. So I did like this, but I had to mix it with some other ones, that like the spice one, to make the more of the cinnamon and clove scents. Okay, cleaning supplies. So we're going to start off in the laundry with this. I went through a scent booster, and I have used Mrs. Meyer's scent boosters, but those seem to the clothes tend to lose the scent within a day, and this actually would help the clothes keep the scent for about a week, if not longer. So I preferred this over the Mrs. Meyer's. I did like the lavender escape for my sheets, so, and the clothes, you know, lavender, it's supposed to make you sleepy, so I prefer it for my sheets and not for my clothes. So I've gone through this. I am testing out all the different scents with Arm & Hammer. I am currently using the Arm & Hammer free and sensitive skin laundry detergent, and it seems to be doing okay for my skin. So I wanted to try the scent booster that kind of goes by Arm & Hammer, and I don't know if this is the best stuff to use, but I do not use any fabric softener. I use vinegar as my fabric softener because it is better for me, better for my clothes, and better for my machine. So that's why I use vinegar. It's better for everybody, whereas the fabric softener is, I mean, you'll talk to washing machine techs and they'll say don't use fabric softener, it's bad for your clothes, it's bad for the machine. I have sensitive skin, so it doesn't quite work for me as well. So laundry, I have this. I am going through all the other scents and testing them out, but I know I most likely will be repurchasing this for my sheets. Okay, next moving on to floor, kitchen, bathroom type stuff, and some of these have 2 items in it. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the floor, and that is my spot cleaner for when the cats throw up. I have used Resolve and all of those type of things in the past, and they have left marks on my carpet. And even when I do a deep clean with my carpet cleaners, it's sometimes really hard to get the stains out, and sometimes I can't even get the stain out. So I found that this kind works the best with my carpet. It doesn't leave any stains. You can't really tell that once the spot has cleaned up and dried, you can't tell that there is anything on the carpet until I can come in with a deep clean with my carpet cleaner and clean the carpet with a deep clean, and doing the rinse cycle and all of that stuff that I do with deep cleaning carpets. So I have purchased a bottle of Folex. I need to figure out where I can test it on an inconspicuous piece of carpet and see if I can use that instead of this. They say it's supposed to be a miracle thing. This has so far been my miracle because it does work on the cat stains. Next is the kitchen, and in there I have finished a bottle of Rinse Aid, and my machine says to use Cascade products. For the longest time, I'm trying to think, even when I was growing up, I recall my mom using the powdered Cascade for years, and that was before Rinse Aids and all of that type of stuff. So I still to this day use the Cascade, although I use liquid because it's a little bit easier to get out of the little compartment thing. So I still use the liquid Cascade. I don't use the pods because the pods just, they don't seem to work in my machine, and they're just costlier. They're easier, definitely easier, but when you're working on a budget, you go with the thing that it saves you the least amount of money, and for me the liquid is perfectly fine with that, and I prefer the liquid Cascade over any of the other things. So I still use the Cascade Rinse Aid, and it does a very good job of that. Since I don't use the pods with this already added in, I need to add this in to help with trying to dry my dishes, because it's very difficult here in a very humid climate to have your dishes air dry. That's what I put it on, is air dry, and they don't always come out dry because it's humid. So I try to do what I can to help with the drying process. And then the last two items are in the bathroom, and they are toilet cleaners. Go figure. The Works is the brand that I seem to like the best. It is also, I think, the cheapest. Although I haven't looked since Dollar Tree bumped up their prices to $1.25, but that's where I would buy this, was Dollar Tree. And I just preferred it over the other name brand ones that are out there. Use this with the toilet brush every once in a while because I have hard water stains and rust stains. I'd have to use something a little bit stronger. Sometimes I have to use a pumice stone, but this did what it needs to do. I have switched back to doing the Clorox wands, you know, with the little thing, just to test them out again. I still don't think they do a good job. They do about the same job as this. But right now I'm also having issues with, I think the flapper is, the flapper's red, and I think it's disintegrating, so I need to go buy another flapper, but it's basically staining the toilet red. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to go and do a little bit more thorough cleaning on that. And I even tried doing the rust out, and it's not helping that at all. This right here is my the cleaning supplies that I've used for the second quarter. So now I can go ahead and get rid of these, and I can start collecting because I already have a couple items for the third quarter. So I can go ahead and get rid of these, throw some of these into, like, make sure they're empty because there's still a little bit of stuff in there. But make sure these are empty, and if they are recyclable, I can go ahead and recycle them in my regular recycling pickup. And then on some of them, I just need to throw them away because they are not recyclable, like the lids. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and if you are not subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way you are notified whenever I do post videos. I do post a weekly cleaning reset on the weekends, so that way you can get up and clean along with me. And then I have these random videos that I just throw in here and there that can be anything about lifestyle, cleaning, working out, weight loss, food prep, reorganization, DIY, whatever lifestyle. So I hope everybody will join me on my next video, and have a wonderful day. Bye everybody.